We couldn't have asked for better conditions for our time exploring around Black Cay, Cave Cay, and Rudder Cay. The spearfishing, underwater piano and mermaid, caves, and sandbank were amazing. However, it was time to cross from the west side of the Exumas, the protected side, to the Exumas Sound and go to Black Cay. There are several cuts or channels in between all of the Exumas. Some are more technical than others and require careful planning. We decided to go out the cave cut, which was close by. The current can really rip through there as the tide changes, and with 13 horse, you do not want to be fighting it too much. How's it going there?
Well, we're in the rage, and it's not even that bad a current. But we didn't time it right. We knew we weren't timing it right. But we're going real slow right now.
Welcome to Wildly Intrepid. I'm Alex. And this is Corey. 3 years ago, we sailed south from Canada as newbie sailors. Now we share our love of travel with our baby girl Coral as we explore new areas of the Bahamas. Join us for our weekly adventure. If the wind is strong from the east, it pushes swell into the cut, so going out with a current can become scary and dangerous because of the waves opposing. That's what is called a rage.
And today was only a taste of just how bad it can get, because the east swell wasn't even that big yet.
Watch out.
Whoa! Oh shit!
Watch out, get in there.
Hello! That was some crazy waves, eh? We survived! Woohoo!
I was so happy to leave Cave Cut behind. Coral even started to feel much better.
Into waves. But at least it's on a pretty good angle.
Every time we sailed past the cut, we would slow down and then speed up, depending on the current. The sea state was also so much more chaotic, and there's a few cuts along the way to Black Cay.
Spout over there. Sort of. It's almost going away now.
I don't want to be sailing with water spouts.
No, we'll pass on the water spouts.
We were not the only ones who decided to sail today. Too bad that the wind was coming exactly from where we wanted to go. And we didn't want to make the trip too much longer for a poor little coral, because catching the wind and tacking would mean doubling our distance.
Ah, it's nice. We're finally here. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too much. Just coming into the cut here at Black Cay. It's gonna be awesome. And I think it's not gonna be too messy by the looks of it, because we're going in the northern entrance and the wind is coming from, you know, the southeast-ish. So looks like it's gonna be pretty nice. We might catch some waves on the way in, but we should be good. Saw a 6'2" there. That was a little nerve-wracking, but I know it's deep here, but I don't know what the height of the tide is. It might actually be getting pretty close to low, but I think we just passed over the one shallow section. All right, we're in 6'3" of water, 6'7". I think if you drop before we get to that dark spot, because I'm pretty sure that's all grass, then we should be good. We'll be nice and tight. And I don't think it'll be too surgy here.
Yeah? You happy to be anchored? This is beautiful. I am so happy to be here. We're stuck here with Vinyasa when the whole pandemic was going on and everything was shutting down. So it's going to be interesting exploring this area that we called home for like over a month, because we weren't allowed to move or to go to shore at one point. So let's go enjoy this beautiful area. Black Cay is located just across from Rollville on Great Exuma Island. The holding is great in sand or grass, depending where you drop anchor. The only thing is that the surge can be bad at times, but a stern anchor fixes that issue.
Jumping in?
Oh yeah, it is warm. Let's go in. Ready?
Go ahead.
It's wonderful. Oh, this feels good.
The water's way too clear. We're gonna need to blur all of this out.
Should go for some knives on the beach there today.
Sounds good. First I gotta go over there somewhere and catch some lobster.
Having already explored this area, first I checked out the hot spots from 2 years ago.
Are you okay? You're back way too early, it feels like.
No, I forgot my socks. And so I'm gonna get blisters if I stay out. But
As I was saying, I was looking at a few holes that I remember finding some spiny lobsters in. But the swell here can get a little tricky to manage. Choosing your dive in between the surge to look into the holes without getting bashed around seems to be the trick. This triggerfish stole my attention leading me away from the holes I was checking. I glanced to the right, and a monster was just strutting his stuff out in the open. Being out in the open made it easy to check under his tail for eggs quickly before shooting him. My largest spiny lobster to date. Even the legs on a lobster of this size has so much meat. It's really gonna feed us for a while.
He's huge! Yes!
It's huge! That's so exciting! Woohoo!
Look at that thing, he's bigger than you! Look! What do you think? Look, he's gonna get you. He's gonna get you. Well, you're not afraid of him, are you?
Oh man. Lobster tail. And all the bits and pieces that had any meat in them at all. Oh, that's foggy. Ow, 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 ow. It's huge! Man, just that tail alone has got to be like at least 4 pounds. The whole thing was 6.3. We haven't seen many dolphins here in the Bahamas while at anchor. Since this mom and baby were hanging around, I had the privilege to jump in and play with them. For at least a little while. They are such beautifully graceful mammals with playful personalities. These moments do not come often, but when they do, suddenly cruising seems like the only way to live my life. The only place I want to be is here with my family. You are now moving a lot more than before. Not quite crawling, but wiggling at max speed. Well, yeah, she did a downward dog today. Eh? Just wanted to say thanks so much to our new patrons, Franklin and Joanne. If it wasn't for you patrons, we wouldn't be able to continue making as much content, and we'd have to do other things. So we're really grateful to all of you patrons. So thank you so much to you guys for joining. I'm actually working on a Patreon perk for the future. So if you're interested in that, check out some of our perks over on Patreon.